Hi students, once again welcome back to computer class. So today we are moving on to chapter number 3, malicious software. Okay, in this chapter we will be studying about malicious software. Another name for malicious software is malware. Okay, another name for malicious software is malware. For what purpose do we write computer programs? We write computer programs in order to make our work easier. That is, computer programs, there are set of instructions that tell computer what to do. Okay, we will write instructions and accordingly computer will perform the task. These are some useful programs which are being made in order to make our work easier. But there are some harmful programs inside the computer that can damage the data stored on the computer. Okay, there are some harmful programs that can damage the data stored on the computer, and such type of data or such type of programs, they are known as malicious software or malware. Malicious software or malware means they are harmful programs that can damage the data which are stored on a computer. Okay. And look at this. Malware, it is a combination of two words, malicious and software. Okay, malware, it is a combination of two words, and that two words are malicious and software. Okay, malicious software, it is also known as malware. So, in this chapter, we will be going to study about this different types of malicious software or malware. See in this picture, the different types of malware they are being shown. They are Trojan, worm, virus, spyware, scareware, adware. Okay, these are the different types of malware. So in this chapter, we will be studying about this different types of malware and how they can infect our computer, and what are the preventive measures that we can take in order to protect our computer from this different types of malware. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to cover in this chapter. So moving on to the first type of malware, that is computer virus. Computer virus, it is a type of malware. Okay, and people create this type of malware for making money, or for stealing your information, or for simply annoying you. Okay, that is, people, they do this type of activity, that is, they infect your computer with a virus for the purpose of making money, or for stealing your information, or for simply annoying you. And always remember that a computer virus, that they can enter the computer without the knowledge of its users. That is, we will not know if our computer is being infected with virus or not. Okay, a virus can enter the computer without the knowledge of its users. And now let us see how a virus will get infected into our computer. Okay, virus, they will get activated into a computer when a file that contain a virus is being opened or executed. That is, we are opening a file inside our computer which contain a virus. In such situation, those virus will get activated, or they will get infected into our computer. And what this virus will do is that they will move on to the memory of the computer. Okay, and they will search for other files inside the memory, and they will infect all those files. Okay, this is how a computer virus, they spread inside our computer. Okay, that is, a virus, they will get infected, or they will get activated into our computer only when we open a file that contain a virus. And once this virus, they get activated into our computer, they will move on to the memory of the computer. Okay, and they will search for all other files inside the computer, and they will infect all those files. Okay, this is how the computer virus, they spread inside the computer. Okay, and next let us see what are the activities of a virus. That is, once a virus, they get infected into the computer, we can see what are the actions or what are the activities this virus, they can do inside our computer. Okay, first activity is it can delete the data in our computer. Okay, it can erase everything on the hard disk of the computer. It can steal the personal, financial, or business information. It can take control of the user's computer for illegal purposes. It can send email without our knowledge. It can use a email program to spread itself to the other computers, and it can spread to other machines on the same network. See, these are the activities that a computer virus is being capable of performing. That is, first one is it can delete the data in our computer without our knowledge. Okay, then at the same time it can delete the data which is present at the hard disk of the computer. Then it can steal our information, like they can steal our personal information, our financial information, okay, and they can blackmail us with that particular information. Okay, then they can send emails without our knowledge. That is, without the knowledge of the users they can send emails, and using these emails they can spread to other computers. Okay, now they are being infected in our computer, and using the email of our computer they can infect other computers. They can also move to other machines inside the same network. Okay, and they can take the control of our computer for illegal purposes. That is, they can do illegal activities by using our computer. So these are the activities that a computer virus has been able to perform once it get infected in our computer. Okay, so now we have seen how a computer get infected with a virus, and how the virus they can spread over the computer, and what are the activities they can perform inside the computer. Okay, and now let us see the symptoms of a virus attack in our computer. Okay, that is how we can know that our computer is being infected with a virus. So the first symptom is that unusual message start appearing on the screen. Second symptom is the speed of the computer decreases. Third one is the files get deleted or damaged. Fifth one is the software or operating system seems to be changed. Fifth one is automatic rebooting or restarting of the computer system takes place. Sixth one is random appearance of a black blue screen on the monitor appears. And last one is random playing of strange sounds. So students, whenever you see such type of changes in your computer, make sure that a virus has been attacked in your computer. Okay, so first symptom is unusual messages. Some type of messages will start popping up on your screen. Then the speed of the computer will decrease. The files or the data which you have stored in your computer will get deleted. You will not be able to access some files or some data which you have stored in your computer. Then the operating system or the appearance of your computer or the appearance of the operating system will get changed. Sometimes your computer may restart automatically without your knowledge. Okay, then some random playing of strange sounds. You may hear strange sounds from your computer, or you may see a black blue screen on your monitor. So these are the symptoms that that your computer is being attacked by a virus. Okay, now let us look at some of the examples of how a virus they attack our computer. See, in this picture a message is being shown that a virus is being dictated in your computer. Okay, this is one type of message that shows the virus attack has taken place on our computer. Okay, and look at another type of message. A warning is being shown that our system may have found virus on your computer. Okay, this is also another type of message which shows that virus attack has taken place in your computer. And look at the next example, that is, you are not able to open the Microsoft Excel, and the reason given is that sometimes your file may have been corrupted by a unusual format. That is, a virus attack may have taken place. That is why you are not able to open Microsoft Excel. Okay, and look at another example. You are not able to open Microsoft support. It is been blocked. This also can be a symptom that a virus attack have taken place on that particular file. Okay, and look at the last example. A black blue screen appears on the screen. okay, with some messages over it. This also is an symptom that a virus attack have taken place on your computer. Okay. Next, let us see what are the steps or what are the methods that you have to do to prevent your computer from a virus attack. Okay, what are the things that you have to do in order to protect your computer from the virus attack? The first preventive measure is that whenever you buy a computer, you have to install a software which is known as antivirus on your computer. Okay, why you are installing this antivirus program is that they are being capable of detecting and deleting virus if they are present in our computer. Okay, so first most important step while you buy a computer is that you have to install a program that is known as antivirus. They will detect and delete virus if they are present in our computer. And on a regular basis you have to update this antivirus software. Okay, once you have installed this program known as antivirus, on a regular basis you have to update them. Okay, and next one is whenever you are buying a CD or USB flash drive, you should buy them from a trustworthy source. Okay, do not buy a CD or a USB flash drive from an unknown person. Okay, and whenever you insert a USB flash drive, memory card, CD or DVD into your computer, you have to scan these devices. Okay, that is whenever you are inserting your USB flash drive, memory card, CD or DVD into your computer, you should scan them first. Only after that you should use them. Okay, also at the same time, if you are downloading any files or programs from internet, those files and programs also should be scanned. Okay, and next measure is that whenever you open your email, you should not open or download files which are being sent by a unknown source. Okay, that is if you are receiving a file or a folder which are sent by a person that you do not know, you shouldn't open such type of emails, and you should immediately delete such type of emails, because the chances of the virus attack from such type of emails is larger. Okay, and next one is you should use a strong password for your computer in order to avoid access by unknown people. And last one is you should not click on links of unknown website while you are surfing the internet. That is, while you are searching inside the internet, you should not click on any of the links which are from unknown website. The chances of getting infected with a virus is higher in such type of cases. Okay, so these are the preventive measures that you can take in order to remove or in order to avoid infection from a virus in your computer. Okay, so students, whenever you use your computer, you should remember all these things in your mind. Okay.